Now we are going to study the topic punctuation. It is an important chapter. Without punctuation, a sentence is not completed. Punctuation is the right use of putting in points or stops in writing. Full stop, comma, semicolon, colon, exclamation mark and question mark are the punctuations. Then full stop. Full stop represents at the end of it is used at the end of the sentence. Full stop. Then quotation mark and inverted comma put in the sentence of direct speech. We are using quotation inverted commas and quotation marks. Then full stop. Full stop represents the end of a sentence. Then in some cases, abbreviations full stop is using, but in our today this is not common in abbreviations such as Mr. and Mrs., which are the full spelling rules. This contains abbreviation contains full spelling rules. We normally today not using in most cases. Then comma. Comma represents the shortest pause to separate a series of words in the same construction. Example, England, comma, France and Italy formed an alliance. Then a comma is generally not placed before the word preceded by and. In an example, we should be devout and humble, comma, cheerful and serene. After a nominative absolute, the wind being favorable, the squadron sailed. To mark of a noun phrase in a position, Paul, comma, the apostle was behaved in the reign of Nero. To mark of words used in addressing people, come into the garden mode. But in exclamation, we ought to use not exclamation, but when the words are emphatic, we ought to use the note of exclamation. Monster, exclamation, by thee my child's devoured. To mark of two or more adverbs or adverbial phrases coming together. Then, comma, at length, comma, tardy justice was done in the memory of Oliver. And then before and after a practical phrase provided, the phrase might be expanded into a sentence and is not used in merely qualifying sense. Before and after words, phrases or clauses let into the body of sentence. He did not, comma, however, comma, gain his object. Then, when the adjective clause is restrictive in meaning, the comma should not be applied. This is the house that Jack built. Then, the adverbial clause follows the it is frequently omitted. Comma is frequently omitted. Then semicolon. Semicolon represents a pause of greater importance than that shown by the comma. To separate the clause of compound sentence when they contain a comma, as an example, he was a brave, comma, large-hearted man, comma, and we all honored him. To separate a series of loosely related clauses, her coat was pure and semicolon. Her coat was pure, her life is serene. Semicolon, then her life is serene, full stop. The colon marks a still more complete pause than that expressed by the semicolon. It is also used sometimes with a dash. To introduce a quotation. Reading makes a full man, writing an exact man, and speaking a ready man. Then a question mark is used instead of the full stop. After a direct question, we use question mark. Then exclamation mark is used after interjections and after phrases and sentences expressing sudden emotion. What a terrible fire this is! Exclamation. Then inverted commas are used to enclose exact words of a speaker or a quotation. I would rather die, inverted comma, he exclaimed, comma, than join the oppressors of my country, inverted comma. When we use inverted comma within another inverted commas, the quotations, then we use only single inverted commas. The dash to indicate an abrupt stop of change of thought. Hyphen, a shorter line than the dash, is used to connect the parts of a compound word. Parentheses, a double dashes are used to separate from the main part of the sentence a phrase or clause which does not grammatically belong to it. An apostrophe show the omission of a letter or letters. Don't, D-O-N apostrophe T. I inverted apostrophe V-E. To form the plural of letters and figures. Don't dot your I's and cross your T's. These are the punctuation marks.